This is a presentation of RVT Entertainment.
This isn't about the dead, it's about the living. It's about my mother. It's about my sister. It's about my wife. It's about the 14 years it took me to go from undesirable to un-goddamn deniable.
You know, they say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Small Joe, and you can see that statement is not true.
Because I'm better than you, and you know it.
In the back, there are men and women, seasoned professionals, dues paid in full, gunning to be the best.
I'll always light the way, and all you have to do is let me in.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly. The cream of the crop. Nobody does it better.
Hey, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Wrestle Cast, presented by RVT on Podomatic, Spotify, YouTube, wherever else we find this fine audio recording and live on RVT. It's an official Twitch.tv channel talking about professional wrestling, both for the mainstream and the independent scene. My name's Matty J. That is TWK. Oh,
got myself some Pepsi Mango here for this cast.
Ooh, fancy dancy. Yeah, I've got some.
That's an interesting flavor.
Got some water.
That's interesting.
What?
Yeah, this is an interesting flavor, I gotta say. Hits you with the Pepsi, then gives you a little bit of the fruitiness afterwards.
Ah, so it's on the back end.
A little bit.
All right, because I love wild cherry Pepsi because it's both flavors on the front end and a nice cherry finish. How you doing, Numitco, by the way? But joining us, ladies and gentlemen, as per usual in our third chair is our good buddy Shintigercurl.
Oh shit! It's dim sum time,
Mm.
and grrr!
Mike Shell is still not okie and not for much longer, buddy. We've heard of what. Well, we haven't heard everything. We just heard that you were going through a rough patch on the recap last night, and so that's Mike Shell. Hopefully, we present you with some entertainment and us making fun of WWE for Trash Bag Gate. Oh, we will get to that shit in our first seg. Believe you and me. I do not lie. we that's a shit show. We need to riff. But of course, so, like I said, news, we definitely are talking about AEW as per usual. And all that good stuff. Plus, Impact, they got a show. They got a big main event on that show on Sunday. So we will obviously be discussing that. Then your winners and losers. And we may have a Q&A. Depends on how we feel. I hurt my back for whatever reason. So I don't know what the heck happened. So if I wince, yeah, there you go. Or if I'm not at my 100% goofiness, you know why. But boys, I think we got to talk some wrestling. I don't know about you guys.
Let's talk some WrestleGraps!
You goddamn right. We begin with a clip of the week. A few good ones this week, but I wanted to highlight something a little different. Could have thrown it anywhere. MJF's to sit down the Pinnacle with Jim Ross. Definitely highlight the Kenny Omega that turned into a truck going into a trailer, and a bitch AF shirt being made. Because why not? Now this week I wanted to keep it simple. Someone cut a promo I think was effective in telling you what the fuck might just happen this spring into summer. And with those words, ladies and gentlemen, Miro.
Another week and no Kip. I hate unresolved business. It just eats me alive after a while. which is why I came here in the first place. I need my vindication. So I don't care who you are. I don't care if you walk around backstage with your slimy impact mouth or with your emo face paint daddy. You got a title, you got a problem. So this company can put me through all the hoops and diversions they want, but they cannot keep me from my destiny any longer. So I guess the real question now is, what champion do I beat first?
Emo face paint daddy. What can I tell you? That was a 30-second promo that was put together as a transition to one match to another. Miro wants a gold. That's straight up what he wants. We can do what we want with Kenny Omega, what we want with Darby Allin, but Miro wants. I think Miro has hit the no fucking around button.
Yeah, I love it. It was short, sweet. Yeah, short, sweet, to the point. And it also brings up the fact that he is still looking for Kip. He hasn't forgotten.
No, so yeah, continuity at the very least. That is a good thing. It's a very good thing.
Just have to wonder if maybe in the future there's going to be a certain battle royal coming out, because you know how they like doing their battle royals on pay-per-views.
Mm-hmm. We just lost Shintigercurl for some reason. We'll see him when he pops back up, obviously. In the meanwhile, T-Dub, we may as well get some news going.
My first bit of news I have, let's take a look at my list here. Let's see. Here we go. Mark Carrano fired over Mickie James controversy.
Now, this is the generalized version of it. Here's what happened. I think it was Tuesday, Wednesday, somewhere around that area. Mickie James puts out a tweet that said that with a picture of her belongings, or whatever belongings she had left before her, leaving the WWE. And it's in a trash bag with a green masking tape, paint tape thing called with Mickie on it, tweeting, "Well, my effects have arrived in a trash bag." And she was being tongue in cheek. She understands, hey, this is a business, and they want to protect it as much as possible. Whatever happens, welcome back, Shintigercurl. And she tweets it out, and the internet blows the fuck up over that. So much so that Triple H and Stephanie go, "We are embarrassed. We do apologize. We have fired the fucker who sent the trash bag." Or put
Triple H
in a trash bag.
Johnny Ace essentially sent out the exact same tweet, which makes me think, did they really write it? Did they really write it? Did they hire an intern to write it for them?
I don't know.
Yeah. Welcome back,
like
Shin. We're talking about Mickie James's trash bag gate. And lo and behold, this is according to a lot of people. There was a lot of backstage shuffling around. A lot of people were released or relieved of duties. I mean, John Cohn was a talent relations guy, but he's just going back to the referee squad full time. But
he's back in talent relations. He's back in talent relations.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah, within the span of an hour, he was fired and then rehired.
So again, a lot of shuffling around. And Mark Carrano, who was, I guess we could politely say 50-50 with the talent, I guess you could say.
According to
the most well-loved of the women, that's for sure.
Yeah, according to the Twitter feed I had, it's not a lot of people had too many good things to say about him, according to all the wrestlers I was following.
Yeah. Gail Kim was in shoot promo mode for sure.
And so was Darren Young, as I remember.
Yep, mm-hmm. Fred Rosser also not too happy about his time with him.
Shin, you're coming a little quiet. Come closer to your microphone, my friend. Don't be shy. I know you have a rant stored up for the whole Mickie James thing.
Come on, Chin, don't let us down. You'll make Matty cry.
You're too close to your mic there, teed up.
Okay, first you want us close to our mic, then down too close.
You're fine. It was just Shin. I was sounding a little more quiet than usual. I want his dulcet tones to be heard, don't you know?
Yes, those handsome notes, if you will.
Shin, I'm sorry, we keep cutting you off.
Well, while we're waiting for Shin, this Pepsi Mango is brought to you by my coworker, Randy, who bought it for me. Because, sometimes he brings in drinks for people.
That's very nice of him.
Yeah, he is a very generous coworker, likes to give people soda, especially some of the more interesting flavors. Whoa, hey now.
Hey, there we go. Are we having internet problems again with Shin? Is that what's going on?
He was perfectly fine last night.
I know. I heard that. I heard the VOD, and he was fine. I don't know what it is.
What? Hear me?
Oh. We hear something.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we
Loud
hear
and
you.
All right. So what were you saying?
We're talking about the Mickey James controversy with the whole trash bag and Mark Carano.
Yeah, I got all that. I mean, but before I cut off for like a couple of seconds.
We were just starting the news. We started with the top news, which was the Mickey James trash bag gate. We're right at the beginning, bud.
Oh, good, because I got something for that.
No, rant away, my friend. We want to hear it.
Now look at here. I've been seeing some motherfuckers online. They keep trying to defend this, saying it at the very least it was a mistake. At the very worst, it was not something to be upset over. This was not a mistake. This was done deliberately.
Mm-hmm.
Like, think about it. A mistake is something that just sort of happens. Like if somebody if you go to a restaurant and they put mayo on your burger instead of the mustard that you asked for, that's a mistake. If your dad buys the wrong kind of fruit pie for my mom because he wasn't watching what he was doing, that's a mistake. If I accidentally go over a piece of rebar with my lawnmower that was hitting in the tall grass, that's a mistake. This was not a mistake. Someone in that company and knew who Mickey James was, the contribution she's made to not just WWE, but women's professional wrestling around the world, knew she got fired, knew that she needed her belongings, and still purposefully put her stuff in a trash bag and sent it to her. That was not a mistake. That was deliberate. You don't mistakenly mail someone's personal belongings after they got fired in a trash bag. That is not a mistake. That was done deliberately. And I have to call into question the environment that fostered this kind of thinking. Like, what made them think this was okay? In what parallel universe you thought, hey, this woman is a pioneer and a trailblazer and one of the greatest women's professional wrestlers of all time. Let's take her stuff, and after she got fired, let's take her stuff, put it in a trash bag, and send it to her. I'm sure that's going to be completely fine.
That just shows you the terrible corporate environment that WWE has become over the past several decades.
Maybe you know what? I'm still gonna put my money on it's a coincidence, but I get the feeling that trash bag and that tweet was, okay, Mark Carano, we were gonna fire them, but we're gonna make sure you're fired now, kind of situation.
And people say, "Oh, Vince isn't to blame." Yes, he's to blame.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Vince. I like blondes with big tits. Vic McMahon. Look at Trish Stratus. Now, no, not to say now we're not going to discount Trish Stratus because she's earned her Hall of Fame ring for all we know.
Yeah, she busted her ass. She was terrible at first, but then she got better.
But she was hired. Why? The old adage: stick with tits, and that's what she was at the beginning, folks. She was a model.
Yep, and this trickles down. The attitude that the staff and the employees have against wrestlers trickles down from the top all the way down to them. Vince may not have known about this, but his blasé attitude and how he views his professional wrestlers is endemic of how his other employees view them. And in their view, with this whole thing, Mickey James is gone. She's trash, so they treated her like trash.
And the whole trash bag thing could have been done with everybody. If it's just Mickey James decided, hey, I'm going to put my trash bag and maybe rile up a couple of marks. Job done.
It's still not right. Somebody said, oh, NFL players, when they get fired, they throw their stuff in the trash, too. They put their stuff in the trash bag and send it to them. Like, yeah, it's still wrong. It's still disrespect. it's like somebody saying, going up to a Jewish person and saying, "Hey, oh, the Holocaust was bad, but the Congo massacre was just as bad," and you'll hear people complain about that.
Look, apartheid,
Wrong.
Holocaust, same thing. A lot of people died. It's called genocide for a reason, but we're off the rails on this one, by the way. So
The point he's trying to make is just because someone else got wronged and doesn't really complain about it, doesn't mean that they weren't wronged.
Yeah, a wrong. It's still if the genocide, the Congo genocide, was just as bad as the Holocaust, and football players getting their shit stuffed into trash bags after they got fired is just as bad and disrespectful as Mickey James getting her shit put into a garbage bag and sent to her.
Bottom line, it was bad. Mickey James said, "Well, what can they do? Fire me?" Tweeted, done and done.
Fire me! I'm already fired. Woo!
Woo!
By the way, before we continue, there's a lot of Ric Flair ads on Impact. Like
a lot of Ric Flair ads on AEW. A lot of Ric Flair ads on NXT.
Also, one of those ads,
Ric Flair is everywhere now.
Also, one of those ads features LA Knight.
Eli Drake, by the way, that was filmed at the Championship Wrestling from Hollywood set. I know that set.
Is that why Dave Marquez is there?
That's why Dave Marquez was there in some of those commercials. How could it not? How could it not?
We're going to see a lot more Ric Flair commercials.
We're going to see a lot of Ric Flair commercials, and Dave Marquez and Eli Drake are going to get some exposure out of the deal.
Indeed, and someone who's getting some exposure right now is Nick Khan, who is apparently getting a lot of influence and leeway with McMahon.
I mean, good? Shrug?
Like, if you're wondering why there's been a lot of shuffling around, that's basically why.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, some reports are even saying that he has his own production people that he wants to bring in.
You know what? If that means better production value other than what Dunn has been doing the last half decade, I'll try anything as long as we don't get fast zoom cuts in this where we can't watch WWE anymore.
Yeah, so what you're saying is you don't want camera just zooming all over the place and just camera just bopping up and down and just going all over the place and you're not able to follow the action. You don't like that?
Yeah. And look, don't get me wrong. I love what Dunn has done with presenting WWE as bigger than it actually is, especially with crowds and all this stuff. He's a genius when it comes to making making a crowd look bigger than it actually is. That is his signature. That is its influence on this business. But the cuts and those fast zooms, stop. That's no.
I'm not sure, why 5 years ago he started doing that. Also, for some reason, with every punch or every strike with a weapon, it has to be a zoom. It has to be a zoom with everything. Just bop, zoom, bop, zoom, bop, zoom, bop.
If a new production team means less of that bullshit, fine.
Also, it's not a bad thing if you stay on one shot for longer than 2 seconds.
What he said?
Now to bring the room down a little bit.
We have to.
This news came out earlier today, and it really, really depressed me. So Chicago-based WGN news station did an interview with Steve Mongo McMichael where he made an announcement that he'll no longer be making any more public appearances ever because he's recently been diagnosed with ALS.
There's pictures and video of the thing, and
I watched the video reports, and he no longer has any function.
It is sad. For those that are wondering, ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease.
Yep.
Yeah, and just seeing him is really depressing because he looks nothing like he used to. Not a single thing.
No.
He is so skinny, and he has no function of his arms. And he said, like you said, he said he was going to be making no more appearances, so this news report is the last we'll probably ever see of him until his death.
Didn't one of his arms get amputated because of the ALS?
No.
I believe you're talking about someone else, but I can't put my finger on the name. But no, that's a different person, unfortunately.
Yeah. So, in the news report, he had both arms, and the person he was talking to was apparently the news anchor was apparently really close to him because he was a coach while the guy was in college or something or other.
So close friends. He was a reporter, and he had a couple minutes to kill. I just want to give people an update on Steve Mongo McMichael, which we obviously appreciate at the very least.
Yeah, it's so sad because even though a lot of people have always shit on him, he was like, back when I was a teenager watching, Nitro and Raw on the old WWE On Demand, the original WWE On Demand gimmick. I enjoyed Mongo McMichael. He was a goofy character. Like
we make fun. Obviously, he's a Botchamania staple. Never mind that shit. Here comes Mongo. If you don't know, now you know. But Mongo was a fixture. He was.
Yeah, he was.
Early Attitude Era, his face was all over the place.
Yeah, and it's just like he was. He went from being on Raw for Lawrence Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
Then eventually he somehow went over to Nitro, became a permanent fixture there for years, ended up somehow joining the Horsemen, and I will defend that decision. I've been defending it for years, and I will continue to do so.
You know what? I will defend it by simply saying he's better than Jeff Jarrett and Tony Roma. Or Paul Roma.
Oh, let me put it like this. My Way Entertainment loves Steve Mongo McMichaels.
That's good. That's cool.
Juggernaut 3, Randy Hayes did one of his famous tirades, which involved him and Steve Mongo McMichaels. For some reason, I have it memorized. I don't know why.
And like I said, he had at least a good amount of physical charisma about him. And on top of that,
he had a presence. He had an absolute presence.
And he was able to get Kevin Green on Nitro several times for matches.
Nice.
So there was that mainstream connection that WCW had because of him. So he had definitely a lot of worth when it comes to wrestling. And like I said, it's sad to see him like this. And hopefully he can have a nice, quiet life for whatever time he has left.
He deserves it, at least.
Indeed. And it's just... And you can tell that he wants to at least still do convention appearances because one of the saddest things he says is he can't even sign his own name anymore. But moving on to less depressing news, at least.
Please.
Darius Martin of Top Flight is going to be out for the rest of 2021 with an ACL injury.
Yeah, went to surgery today, as a matter of fact.
Yep, and he put out a tweet saying it was successful, but it's going to be a long road to recovery.
Not much more to say. Get well soon.
Yep.
It means his brother's going to have to go for a little solo run for a while.
Yep, as he has been. Darius Martin was originally out with an injury back in February and just recently got the surgery done. So hopefully the whole physical rehab will all go well with him. And hopefully Dante Martin can use this time to develop his own solo character. And of course, getting on to happier topics, Dynamite this week started with a good old Page versus a member of Team FTW, Absolute Ricky Starks.
Excellent match to start it too.
Yeah, he's from New Orleans. What can I expect? Can I just say, we don't hear it a lot, but Ricky Starks' theme is fire.
It's a good theme. It fits him so damn well.
Yeah, because
Go ahead.
I was saying most of the time, all we hear is the Team Taz theme.
And his theme has little bits of Zydeco in it. If you haven't heard Zydeco, if you've heard of Zydeco, then you can hear the instruments in it. So I'm like, some New Orleans feel in there, and I like that.
One of the reasons for that is probably because...
JC in the chat, the booking of Brian Cage is confusing me. They're obviously teasing a face turn, but I guess they're going with the slow burn process.
Yeah, slow burn.
For that.
It's not going to be immediate. Yes, I can be immediate. As to why you hear some of that New Orleans flavor is because Mikey Ruckus has been public in saying that he works with the talents to create their theme song.
Yeah, I know that. I just said, since he's from New Orleans, I can hear the New Orleans influence.
There you go.
Yep. So if you ever wonder why a wrestler's theme fits them so well, ladies and gentlemen, is because the talent works with a music person to create the theme that perfectly exemplifies that character that they're going for.
And if it don't work, Tony Khan will buy the rights to the song that fits you.
Indeed, indeed, and oh boy, the future that could be had with that. But
Ooh, yeah.
that's just speculation right now. It's just speculation. Something that's not speculation is how good Trent versus Penta El Zero Miedo was.
Chef kiss, boys. Chef's kiss.
People been sleeping too much on Trent. Yeah, he does a lot of comedy stuff, but people need to remember Trent can go. In fact,
That's a thing of best friends. Every member of that group from Chikara, yes, they're comedy based, but they can go.
Yeah, this roster has a lot of Chikara guys. You know, Orange Cassidy, Chuck Taylor. They got they had Brody Lee for that time.
They had Brody Lee.
Who else they got from Chikara? They got John Silver. He was in
Eddie
Chikara for a long
but
time.
then he's more renowned from everywhere else. But he was a big Chikara guy, roster member for sure.
Colt Cabana part of Chikara?
Colt Cabana.
As Matt
Colt
Classic
Cabana.
with himself, he did two things.
Wasn't Orange Cassidy a member of the Colony?
Yep.
Yeah, Orange Cassidy was Fire Ant.
Yep.
Ah, okay. I thought.
Of course, they have John Silver, who wore a mask as well.
A lot of Chikara folks up in there.
I'm sure you guys recognize John Silver, right?
Him and his glorious muscles.
Yep.
Johnny
And which Chikara-based wrestler had glorious muscles and wore a mask?
I don't know.
I want to say Green Ant.
Nope, he wasn't an ant.
Oh,
He was actually a Rudo.
was he? What? No, he can't. He couldn't have been one of Los Ice Creams, could he?
Nope. Los Ice Creams were skinny.
Oh, yeah. This is gonna eat at me all night.
His mask was black and purple. Or pinkish purple, really.
I mean, frack.
Come on, Matty. Let's see if anyone's attacking us.
Oh my god, it's been so long since I've watched a Chikara show. He was
Car
one of the
Junkie got
shards,
it.
Yeah, he was one of the
Got it.
shards.
Car Junkie, yeah, he was Shard.
Yeah.
Shard. So yeah, there's several Chikara people there, and
I am so rusty with my indie stuff. It's sad. It's fucking sad.
not as sad as Alex Apprentice going after Trent's mother.
Oh my god. You stupid motherfucker.
Said it last night. I'll say it again tonight. Alex, I will find you.
And you will share none of his Whataburger with him.
And the only thing he'll be able to eat will be McDonald's.
Ooh. No. That's not a harsh enough punishment. McDonald's? No, you can enjoy a quarter pounder in the breakfast. No. McDonald's? Filet of fish.
Oh, I got a better one. Was that a nice meal, Alex? You look like you could use a treat. How about a nice McFlurry? Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
Okay.
We have some ice cream machines work. No. A fillet of fish is worse than death.
Yeah, but I want him to have the expectation. Like you want him to get thirsty for a nice McFlurry. And then, the ice cream machine's broken. And I'd be like one of those cable guys from South Park just rubbing my nipples. Oh, you can't. You want a McFlurry? That's too bad. Oh, we'll wait for the guys to fix the machine. Oh, wait, nobody knows how to fix the machine. That's so terrible. Oh.
Folks, I know for a fact that when they tell you the machine's broken, it's just they don't want to fucking wash it. Most of the time. But that's another story for another day.
Also, around my area, the machines are almost never broken.
They used to work around here, but not anymore.
All right, let's get to some of the best parts of the show: the Pinnacle and Inner Circle promos.
Beautiful. Beautiful. If Miro didn't cut his promo, I would have had to flip a coin.
The only downside, my favorite part is during the Inner Circle promo, Jericho goes, "Who wants to hear from some show tunes?" And it cuts his fan with a perfect shot of him just making the ear cup motion. You could not have timed that any better.
Yeah.
I will have to say
That's unfortunate.
for me, Jericho trying to be face comes off a bit cringe at times.
I'll say like the show tune part, like once you actually start going with it, that's when the promo kind of went downhill for me.
A little bit. He did the show tunes and then he let everyone else talk. And one of the
Santana was great.
Who?
Santana was great.
Santana, that surprise promo of the week right there.
Santana's been putting out,
of course.
every time I hear Santana talk, it's always been fire.
Mm-hmm.
Jake, they know Jake's strengths. Just let him speak for a little bit and just.
No, it's simple. Big shouty, big dude promo. Right. That's all you need to do.
Just have him say championships. That's it. That's all you need to have.
Championships, yeah.
And then immediately take the mic away before he screws it up.
And thankfully, he did not screw it up.
They know what they have with him.
Yeah.
It's weird that Jericho thinks that Jake Hager is going to be a main eventer. I'm like, sorry to burst your bubble, but
And
I mean,
Jake
with the
is
right context, he could, but that's a tough sell.
Yeah, Jake will just even Jake is like, Chris, stop smoking the weed. Even I'm not stupid. I'm not that. I have no ambitions like that. No.
like
Maybe in MMA, not here. No.
maybe TNT champion, maybe? You know, if Sammy Guevara doesn't.
Mid-card champ, TNT champ, that's something that could work, yeah. World champ, yeah. Shin's right on that, on the money. On that
And yet, JC, Jake has main event with Moxley before, but
he's
that was
capable.
not.
That's the difference. Main event Hager, absolutely. World champion Hager, you have you need the right context to provide here, I think.
He's like Randy Orton in that regard.
Yeah.
He's better with chasing the belt, but not when he actually has the belt.
He's a perfect heel foil.
Yeah.
And speaking of wrestler and their future perfect foil, she defeated Conti in an excellent match to defend the women's world title.
The women are turning a corner.
They just it's one of those maybe one or two pieces to really round up the corners, especially when you have Sheeta versus Dr. Britt Baker. They obviously want to have Sheeta. They want to. It looks like Sheeta wants to be the champion when they go into a big building. Now the question is, do you want to be the champion going in, or do you want to be the challenger going in? You know, and win the championship in front of a crowd. That's the big thing.
It is, and they did name Britt Baker the number one contender this week after Conti lost. So now Britt Baker's number one contender, and she did it in the most Britt Baker way possible by ruining Sheeta's celebration, walking out, pointing to the Titantron, looking at the rankings, and then the number one contender on the huge letters.
They did. Don't look at me, folks. They did.
Indeed.
And you know what? That's double or nothing. That's the women's title. A double or nothing right there.
You know what? With the way the women are going right now, if Tony can snatch up Chelsea Green and Mickie James, I think that would make the women's division complete.
I don't know necessarily about Chelsea.
We need another solid woman up in there. I know Chelsea Green isn't up to the standards of everyone else, but she's still a solid worker in the ring.
Yeah, I mean, she was great during her Impact run.
Yeah.
And it's a shame that she never could show off any of her skills during her WWE run at all. Whether NXT or SmackDown, she never got to really do much of anything, which is a big shame.
Yeah, it's that, and Mickie James does bring a lot of veteran qualities. I mean, she helped make both the WWE and Impact women's divisions better than what they were, just for her being there and offering her wealth of experience. So, and the women really could use an experienced woman like Mickie James in there to just just to boast things up.
The
You know,
one
men
thing
got
with Mickey James, though, and I believe we discussed this last week, she's married to Nick Aldis. She might just wind up going to NWA just to keep things less complicated.
She could, but if she wanted to just stay with Nick Aldis the whole time, she never would have went back to WWE.
That's true.
Very true.
I think she just wants to go where she's the most needed, and right now, they need it. The women's division needs a good vet.
We'll see.
100%.
We'll see in July because she's obviously not moving until then. So they gotta wait.
Yep.
Like I said, the women are turning the corner. With
Cyber Rider. We talked about the Fed at the beginning of the show. Sorry, bud. We talked about Trashgate. Check the VOD tomorrow.
Yep. And if there's one thing we can all agree on, it's this thing which is next in my notes, which I'll now read for verbatim. Nick Camarado is a scary beast.
Replace beast with scary with motherfucker. Because that was the fight I had. I looked. He took that shot. Now, I believe we need the context. It was Billy Gunn versus. By the way, Billy Gunn fully named Billy Gunn now.
I was like, you got his name back?
You got his name back, yeah. Low key announcement. That was cool. But yeah, Billy Gunn versus QT Marshall, and Big Schmaz. QT wins. The big thing was there was a big wooden chair. And Dustin Rhodes runs interference because, QT Soprano, Marshall, he's doing his thing. And Nick Camarado, who is part of the factory, he's being a big, tough, stupid boob bastard. And then he full on takes a chair shot to the head, breaks the whole fucking thing. And he looks at Dustin Rhodes like he wants to eat Dustin Rhodes. Furiously. Like in one goddamn gulp. Tear him apart.
Yep, the Dustin was like, "Fuck this, I'm out."
Yeah. To be fair, boys, we do something like that. He gives us that look. What the fuck do we do? Run the fuck away.
Yeah, I believe Shin had the perfect GIF reaction to this whole thing.
I'm trying to. I need to find it, but I
It's
do remember seeing it.
It's the Forrest Gump running away meme.
Yeah, that's the one.
Also, can we talk about Anthony Ogogo again?
Oh yeah, nice punch.
Oh, that punch is a winner. It's a winner.
Somebody mentioned this on Twitter, and I said I'm going to steal this and use it on my show. He's like, "Great, I'm going to watch it." And I told he basically said that that Anthony Ogogo's liver shot is this generation's version of the heart punch.
I was faking the same goddamn thing.
Wow,
that's perfect. That's a perfect comparison. Shit. He was on The Price is Right. I'm trying to remember now.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. What's Gary Hart?
No.
What's his name? I know he was an old dude.
He was an old dude from the Territory System. I'm a Google it. God damn it.
Just
I know
Google
what you're
it.
talking about. I know what you're
Google
talking
that
about.
fucker.
I can't remember it.
Just Google that fucker.
I am Googling that. You know what? While I'm Googling that fucker, I'm going to find the Google that fucker button.
Anthony hit Billy Gunn so hard, he turned back into Bodacious Bart.
No. That was not Bart Gunn. That was Billy Gunn.
He hit him so hard he turned into Rockabilly.
Thank you. That's the one. Let's see.
Yeah, he hit Billy Gunn so hard he turned into his brother.
Baker. Was it Ox Baker?
That's it. Ox Baker. Thank you.
Yeah, I remember him from Spoonie's review, and he talked about how deadly the heart punch was.
I don't know why the name just came to me. So, yay! My brain, it works tonight.
Yeah, Ox Baker was on The Price is Right in 1981. I just found it. By the way, for those waiting for the Google that button,
Google that fucker. You should always just Google that fucker.
Shout out to Easy Rider and Joe Bob Briggs. The last drive-in is actually currently airing right now on Shudder. If you want to watch the second movie when we're done with our BS, but
special rumor.
Ox Baker with the heart punch.
I heard that there's a drive-in being built about 3 or 4 hours away from me.
Ooh. I may need to inform Easy about that.
Yeah, I'll wait till confirmation, but that's what one of my managers said.
Well, they are making a comeback with all the social distancing going on.
Yep. So I'm sure that'll also make Easy happy because we all know how much he legitimately loves drive-ins.
Anyway,
Anyways,
we're off
yeah,
the tracks
so-
here, boys. Let's keep going.
So yeah, nice punch from a go-go, and as Shin has pointed out, in boxing, liver punches, super painful, easy, pretty good way to KO someone.
Yep.
Not fun to get shot in the liver, especially from someone who hits as hard as Anthony Ogogo was supposed to hit.
I mean, the guy's got a good boxing record for a reason, I assume.
So they decided to work with that boxing, thing, and that boxing background is what I meant to say. And hey, there you go, it works.
And I do like how we're giving him a liver punch because so many times whenever someone comes in with a striking gimmick, it's always just a punch to the face and that's it.
Have we been here
it's
before?
actually
Have we
pretty
been here
unique.
before? Have we been here before? Because we were talking about that literally last week.
I know, but we never brought this exact point where so many people use a punch to the face because, they're
We
an
talked
MMA
about that
boxing
last week. That point last week, dude.
person. Really? I didn't
We
remember that
did.
specific
We did.
thing. Anyways,
We're
we're
marking. Hey, Anthony Ogogo is a good wrestler. We like him.
All right, moving on then to our main event. Darby Allin defeated.
You skipped one.
Well, yeah, you skipped
what-
one. There was a elite promo in a trailer.
Oh yes, the elite promo in the trailer where then they try cutting promo, try to boast about themselves, then honk honk bitches.
It's the Karma Truck special delivery for all the bitches that are bitch AF.
So yeah, Moxley and Kingston are in the truck. They ram it into the trailer. They get out. Moxley grabs a pipe. They start smashing the windows. They go into the trailer, but by the time they get there, gave them too much time, and the elite ran away.
Eddie and Mox is like the world's most violent buddy comedy.
Yeah, 'cause afterwards, Mox is like, "Did you have to steal those shoes for? Come on."
Coming soon to ABC Friday nights, Eddie and Mox.
No.
Starring
Brand synergy, corporate synergy. Coming up, they coming this Friday on TBS.
On TNT, it's Eddie and Mox.
Better.
Starring Eddie Kingston, John Moxley, Renee Paquette, and Shota Umino as Shooter.
And now, for some reason, I'm imagining all that introduction under the Full House theme.
No. Odd couple. Ba 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 bum bum ba bum bum ba bum bum.
Yes, starring Taz as Crazy Uncle Taz from New York.
I could totally see this sitcom happening now.
So yeah, next
Hell,
little
if
build
this
up
was
to-
WWE, they produced that shit. That'd
Yeah,
be on
but-
TNT this Friday, legitimately. Or, on Netflix, whichever works, of course.
So yeah, that was a nice little thing. Wonder if what kind of match we're getting at Double or Nothing. Is it going to be a rematch between Mox and Omega, or are we going to get Kingston versus Omega?
Who knows?
One thing I do know is the main event between Darby and Jungle Jack was quite good.
This one.
Oh, yeah.
What do you want? Oh, what next?
Powerhouse Hobbs versus Christian.
Oh, that was quite good.
And again, Hobbs, for the love of God, please stop snarling at me. I just changed my 5th pair of shorts from watching you. I just don't do it.
Can we get Powerhouse Hobbs versus Nick Camarado in the future?
Please.
No.
Please. No. We may hate the facial expressions, but goddamn, that's a hoss battle if we ever seen one.
No, I don't have enough clean underwear for how many times those two will scare the shit
Get
out of me.
diapers for the damn match if you have to. There's adult diapers.
I can't afford them. God damn it. Do you want me to die? You want me to die right?
Look, Shen. Eventually, it's going to turn into a triple threat with Lance Archer, and then everybody dies.
Nah, fuck Nightmare on Elm Street. Fuck Friday the 13th is my worst nightmare.
We're talking about a match scary enough to be on the last drive-in with Joe Bob Briggs. There's another cheap plug right there.
Hey, at least Powerhouse Hobbs and Nick Camarado aren't teaming together.
Yeah, that's fear. I taste that. That is in my mouth. It is fear. It is 100% grade A fear. I cannot.
Can you imagine that tag team against the Young Bucks? That's a snuff film waiting to happen right there.
And it would mostly involve Nick and Matt trading tags back with each other because they don't want to be in a ring. Those guys.
No, it's a horror movie with the Elite and Don Callis dies first.
And even if Don offers to give them a succulent blowjob, it won't matter. Come on, guys. You got to join me. Don Callis, the Invisible Hand. The Invisible Hand will give you an invisible hand, if you get what I mean. And then they'll just look at him and snarl, and Don Callis is like, well, I led a good life. I'm going to hell.
I just shit my pants. I just shit my pants, pal.
One note I want to make about tonight is the fact that even though neither member of Team Taz won, they still looked very competitive in their matches, and they're clearly waiting for the perfect opportunity to really give people like Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs that rocket push.
They're building up that rocket push. They're just getting them ready so when the rocket happens, they are ready to blow everything the fuck up.
Yeah, Hobbs and Ricky Starks, they're going to break out of that group. They're going to be the next big heels in AEW.
100%. And now, unless I forgot anything else, Darby versus Jungle Jack.
Great main event.
Excellent match. Very smooth, very technical, very little high flying compared to most of the match. It was just pure mat-based excellence.
And I especially love the ending sequence that they had going up there, where Jack was constantly going for a snare trap, and Darby was able to turn it around into the Last Supper for the win.
I got nothing after that. Was a great match.
And afterwards, Matty got a bigger smile on his face because Scorpio and Page beat the shit out of everybody until Sting showed up with a baseball bat and scared them away.
You might have. I was just like, okay, what are we doing now?
God damn it, Canadian.
I think Page is going to be the next one going for the belt.
I could see that.
And I want Page to be the one to dethrone Darby Allin.
A couple more wins under his belt, and I can see it.
Possibly, but nevertheless, at the very least, they're setting up for future events. Give me a little tease to the future. A cliffhanger, if you will. One thing I have to call out Tony Khan on, though, is he gave a really bad kayfabe answer as to why the title versus title match this Sunday has barely been mentioned on Dynamite.
Which was?
That, if you want to, like, he was basically doing the whole in-character gimmick of the whole being on Impact thing. And
go ahead.
And pretty much just trying to write off, like, let's see, what exactly was he saying? Fuck. Knew I should have kept the quote from me. But he was essentially still trying to be, like, in character as Impact heel Tony Khan about the whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
It just came out so
brought
bad,
up
like,
they brought it up on commentary, but that's about it.
Yeah, they gave a special promo package of it during a commercial break.
Yeah.
And then Kenny Omega, Don Callis brought it up during the Elite promo section, but that was it. So I kind of feel bad for Rich Swann because how do you not have him show up once for TV? Not once.
I want to say maybe contractual obligations, but that's
the Good Brothers there.
That's flimsy. I'll admit that is extremely flimsy.
Yeah, they got the Good Brothers there. And they're Impact guys. So just kind of weak sauce. And that is all the news I have this week, unless anyone else has anything else they'd like to bring up for this segment.
Shin, I want to do this because I'm pretty sure you're going to say the same thing as I am. Tina, I'm shocked you didn't bring up Crunchyroll and WWE getting to work together.
Well, there's still not much we know about it, really, as far as I know.
So is WWE trying to produce an anime?
Yeah, that's what it is. Actually, as a matter of fact, I brought this up to Shades last night because I was like, what the fuck? And he had some thoughts about it. So he sent me an MP3, and we're going to play that particular thing right now. So take a listen to this real quick.
Hey there, Wrestle Cast, Shades here. So with the recent news that WWE is going to be teaming up with Crunchyroll to produce a anime series, now that they're stepping into my territory, I think it's time to give my thoughts on the matter. I normally don't judge too early. I always try to give everyone the benefit of the doubt and give every series a chance to prove itself. However, depending on how this goes, I have my doubts. This is WWE we're talking about here, especially 2021 WWE. Financially, they're doing gangbusters, so it makes sense why they can afford to do a series like this. However, creatively, they are some of the most bankrupt companies I've ever seen in the wrestling industry. If any member of the WWE creative team is involved in this project, I see this being nothing short of an unmitigated disaster. WWE does not have the creativity to produce an anime series with its characters. On top of that, because their creativity is so bankrupt, most of their talent have no characters to build a story off of. At least not one that deserves an anime series. I mean, unless they want to tap into their classic talent like The Undertaker, I don't see much coming out of this. Obviously, I hope for the best. I hope this works out. I hope this is a lot of fun, but forgive me if I hold some reservations on this one. This is the one time I'm going to say, WWE, you're stepping into my territory. You better watch yourself. I will be checking this series out when it comes out, and if it ends up being crap, you better believe I will be the first up to chew your ass a new one. You're going to step into my territory, you better be ready for it.
There you go.
Well said, and I'm not expecting it to be as good as, say, Tiger Mask W or anything.
No, we'd be stupid if we thought they could match. They were trying to match that. I don't think they should or even want to.
No, it's gonna be gangbusters. I know all about the anime.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you do, Vince. I'm sure you do.
Anyway, that's what I wanted to bring up. Shen, the floor is yours.
I know all about the anime, you sons of bitches.
No, you don't, you son of a bitch.
Real anime. It'll star Hulk Hogan as Master Hulk Hogan.
And we're gonna bury Randy Savage at the same time.
All right, the only bit of news I have, if I can find it, give me a minute.
Yeah, of course.
It has something to do with a certain trash bag incident, as well as a certain former women's wrestler for AEW.
Oh, all right, cool.
Oh, I know what you're getting at.
Uh-oh.
I know.
This is the big rant.
Oh, it's not this is not a big rant. This is just hilarious. Okay, hold on. I'm still trying to find it, goddamn.
I know what he's talking about. This is gonna be good. If you don't know what he's talking about, just do it.
Okay.
Floor is yours, bud. Do it.
I found it. All right, Evil East sent a retweeted Mickey James's trash bag and her tweet said, and I quote, "The lack of care and respect for female veterans in this business right now is heartbreaking." And I think this is Dana Brooke, who is Realist 1-4.
No, I don't think so. I don't think that's her.
Well, whoever it is came up with the ultimate reverse burn. She said, and she replied to her retweet and said, "I feel so terrible. I'm so sorry you were treated like this, Evilise. I can't believe Mickey James took a picture of you without your consent."
Ooh.
That's a burn. That's a big burn.
Ooh.
Hey, James Hetfield. What would you say that was? Ooh, what a burn!
I don't know, guys. I think we mean Master Roshi on that particular burn. You think?
Yeah.
Let me find Master Roshi here. If I can find him. I know I have the. Come on, cannot have lost it already. There you go.
Gonna need a sensu for that one.
For me, I'd rather go with the oldie but goodie from that 70s show. Fez saying, "Once upon a time, there was a man named Burn."
That works too. That works too.
And Slick Rick in our chat said, "That was such a burn, it set off my smoke alarm."
Mm-hmm.
If Evilise's career wasn't dead before, it's dead now.
And Evilise, from what we've read, turns out she, it's the Eric Andre meme I shared a few days ago of him shooting, it was Andre shooting someone, and they goes, "Who shot Burris?" "You shot him, dumbass." Turns out she shot her own damn career down again.
Quote one of the most famous record producers in the business right now. "Congratulations, you played yourself."
Yep.
She's talented as hell, but she just keeps shooting herself in the foot, and it exacerbates and disappoints me.
Indeed. And anybody got anything else?
Nah, that's all I got.
All right. That being said, we're gonna take a break. We're gonna be right back with our preview of the thing that we're gonna do. So Impact Rebellion. I'm being distracted by a lot of stuff. I appreciate the message, but I'm live right now. Don't take it the wrong way. We'll be right back. Don't go away. Wrong fucking button, Winamp. Again. Try it now.
And now a word from our sponsors.
It takes a lot to be the man. If you need to brush up on your styling and profiling, even your knife hand chopped, then you might be university material. But if you think you're ready for the right now, then check out the 2 scratch-off game from the North Carolina Education Lottery. That's enough to make anyone say, woo! Come on! Woo! And again, woo!
This is WMOB Mobile, 12 on your channel dial and 12 in the TV ratings.
We're back. RVT Entertainment Production, Wrestle Cast, RVT, Twitch.tv, Podomatic, Spotify, YouTube, Matty T-Dub. You know the Straw Hat, Shintigercurl joining you as per usual. Impact Wrestling presents Rebellion from Skyway Studios in Nashville, Tennessee. The card reads as follows, boys. I think we'll go bottom to top. Fire and Flava defending the Impact Knockouts Tag Team Championship against Jordan Grace and Rachel Ellering. That's a pairing right there.
Yep, Ellering made her debut in Impact this past week, saving Jordan Grace from a beatdown from Fire and Flavor.
I hope my future ex-wife takes the belts off those 2 annoying white girls.
Oh God, context is for Rift Zone again. All right. This is stemming from the fact that the Fire and Flava celebration for winning the newly renewed tag team championships or women's tag team championships was ill-catered. So much so that Shin decided that Fire and Flava are no longer, well, you know.
It wasn't by my decision that this was made. This was made by the king of black people himself.
I didn't want to say it. I just wanted to let him say it. That's all I'm saying.
The king of black people, Morgan Freed, decreed that they were white.
Now you know the context. At least the joke context.
They tried to appeal the ruling to the judge of black people, Denzel Washington, but the appeal was revoked. They are still white.
They're another judge. They're another judge. I mean, is Dave Chappelle a judge now?
No, he's more like a district attorney.
Ah, dang. What about Sam Jackson?
Sam Jackson's the police commissioner of black people.
Really?
I could see him being the commissioner role, considering all the yelling he does in his movies.
You know what? You know what? Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. 8-man tag team match. Chris Sabin, Eddie Edwards, James Storm, and Willie Mack taking on Violent by Design. That's Eric Young, Diener, Joe Doring, and Rhino.
Yeah, I see Puppy Diener in there.
Yeah.
You didn't do him right, Matty.
Oh yeah, Joe Doring. We gotta let Shin introduce Joe Doring properly, of course.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage right now, get your dollars out for the guy in the hour. He's going to win this whole tag team match by himself. Is Joe Doring. Give it up, ladies.
Bum 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 bum.
And for those who don't know what we're talking about, he loves wearing a fur coat and a cowboy hat.
Yeah, that's his entrance gear.
It just gives off
looks like a southern porn star, really.
Yeah. So I expect this to be a bit
introducing
of a brawl.
Bang Bang Bart.
God.
I mean, it's what it is. It's what that's the reference.
More or less, yeah. More or less,
it's the fucking reference.
Wait a minute. Since he's wearing a cowboy hat with a fur coat, and he likes to pose a lot, he'll be Joe Doring.
Oh God. We've gone full Simpsons, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Lord. Trey Miguel versus Sami Callihan. This is a last man standing match. So this is your no DQ, let's see two guys beat the crap out of each other match of the evening.
Yep, I expect them to use every weapon not nailed down.
Pretty much. Matt Cardona takes on Brian Myers one-on-one.
Major Figure Bros collide!
It's the Major Figure Brothers explode!
The Edgeheads explode!
It's WrestleMania 5. That's what it is.
I expect these two to have quite the excellent match. In fact, I think this is the first time I can recall them ever wrestling each other.
They've never, not even in the Fed, not the Indies, they have not faced off again. This is their first one-on-one against each other.
Well, I'll be goddamn, you're right.
Yeah.
Any other one-on-one matches against each other, I have never heard of it.
Unless there's some obscure live event that no one taped.
Either that or an episode of Main Event.
More than likely.
Yeah.
And if that comes to the case, that's the first time that they've fought each other on pay-per-view.
Oh, most definitely. This is definitely their first meeting on pay-per-view.
My shell in the chat. So Southern Fried Val Venus talking about Joe Doring. Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah, I suppose so, but less towel, more fur coat.
Pretty much. Yeah.
He's a Southern Fried stripper.
Ace Austin defends the Impact X Division Championship in a three-way. The challengers Josh Alexander, TJP. I want Josh Alexander to get some singles gold out of this.
And before the Impact this week, Josh Alexander made a team with Petey Williams.
I'm just.
And of course, Petey Williams made his entrance with the Team Canada theme.
Little Petey Pump.
You have no idea how peaceful my mind is right now. Josh Alexander versus Petey with Petey. Josh Alexander and Petey Williams as a tag team. Yes, that's an absolute yes, please.
By the way, is the Team Canada theme the oldest song they currently used for their roster?
With the electric guitar and everything? I mean...
Yep.
Yeah.
That song's from like 04.
Yeah.
I can't, think about it. That's from like their FSN days.
That is it. Even older than James Storm's theme music. James Storm's theme music is relatively young compared to Petey Williams' music.
And James Storm started using long necks and rednecks like 4 or 5 years ago.
Something like that, yeah. Absolutely.
It's like just something that just sort of struck me in my mind. Like when you actually think about it, it's like, God damn, that thing song's been around for a while. And God damn, Petey Williams looks good for his age also.
He does. I don't know what he's doing, but keep doing it. That's all I'm saying there. Deonna Purrazzo defends the Impact Knockouts Championship against Tennille Dashwood with Kayla with a K ringside.
Caleb with a K is incoming.
Well, it says right here on Wiki that he is.
No, he got beaten up in the parking lot by Larry Bird for using Celtic colors.
Yeah, for those who don't know, on this Impact, Caleb with a K came out with pants. One side of it was green, the other side of the pants was gold. I couldn't make heads or tails of it. Like, out of all of the fashion weirdness that Caleb with a K's been wearing, this is the one that just has me baffled. And this is the same week where Matt Jackson wore that outfit.
Boy. That's all I gotta say there, man. By the way, recap is done for the mid-season, so I'm joining you for Rev Zone for a while. Yeah, we reached episode 8, which is the midsummer thing. So, fuck the Nick channel. We saw all that jazz. So I'm back with you guys. Finn Juice, David Finlay, Juice Robinson. They're defending the Impact Tag Team Championships against the Good Bros. It's a rematch. Gallows and Anderson, of course.
I expect the Good Brothers to get their belts back.
Makes sense. It was a case. This was put the belts on Finn Juice so they could run around in Japan, put a good name on the Impact name brand again, which was not a bad idea. But now belts back on the Good Bros because at this point the Super Elite need all of the belts.
And also, if they win the belts, I don't want to be anywhere near Gallows.
Why?
You will be catching all the quizzes after he wins.
Catching all the quizzes?
Yeah, you catch some quizzes, man. You'll be having fun with Johnny Rods.
Keep him away from Johnny Swinger. I think the internet will be fine. I think I just heard the boys shudder on that one. Just a little bit.
Main event?
Main event: Rich Swann versus Kenny Omega. Title for both the Impact and AEW Heavyweight Championship of the World. Shin, you were going to say something.
No, that's not how you're supposed to do this.
Oh, wait. No, look. I had to do it official. Let me try it again. Bushmaster. Rich Swann.
Them call me Bushmaster.
No, this is what I mean. You got to introduce it like this.
Mm-hmm.
If we look up into the stars, we can see constellations in the sky. On one side, Kenny Omega. Then on the other, Bushmaster. It's champion versus champion. It's title for title. It's Rebellion.
No, wait. Hold on a minute. We gotta do it right. There you go.
Oh, when did Balding Ref return to sing the theme song?
Wait, what?
When did Balding Ref return to sing the theme song, Shin?
I wasn't trying to do Balding Ref.
That sounded exactly like Balding
sounded
Ref.
like, yeah.
I wasn't trying to do Balding Ref. And somewhere Rich Swann is exacerbating that Vince McMahon would call him Bushmaster too.
You just wonder, why does everyone keep confusing him with Bushmaster of all people? He doesn't get it.
No. But officially, it's Rich Swann versus the Kenny Omega, the Cleaner, the Terminator, the guy that's probably gonna win this and be a belt collector.
And
I gotta say, this week's Impact, they did a lot to sort of try and make you think Rich Swann had a chance, but
look, we know, or we think we know.
It reminds me of when EC3 won the got a Feast of Fire case, and he was like, "It's probably I'm going to win something," and everyone kept running up to him saying, "You're going to get fired." This is pretty much it. But people coming up to him and saying, "You're going to lose." Johnny Swinger, yeah, bud, I like you and all, but you're going to lose. Also, you got the herpes just from looking at me.
I thought it was the crabs.
Nah, the herpes killed the crabs.
And what's going to kill the crabs? The clap.
P.D. Williams goes up to him. Now, you see, you go one-on-one with another man, you got a 50-50 chance to win. But you're Bushmaster, and he's Kenny Omega. So your chances of winning drastically go down. So you have a 333% chance of winning at Rebellion. See, McJoe, the numbers don't lie. They spell disaster for you at Rebellion.
That's like 2 weeks in a row we've done Steiner math. Like last week it was the Stinger, this week this. I am jonesing for a good Steiner appearance now. Damn it, I'm jonesing. You know what I'm jonesing for? Talking Shop of Mania 3.
Come on, good brothers, get the roll, get the ball rolling on that.
We're jonesing.
You can't just leave us with 2 and just have our balls be this blue for this long, brothers. But yeah, bottom line, Kenny's winning, no doubt.
Yeah,
and we know they're not going to.
Go ahead, sorry.
And we know they're not going to give us a fucked finish because they know after all this buildup, if they give us a fucked finish, then this whole partnership will be for nothing.
That being said, boys, let's do winners and losers. Shin, there's a D-cell size, the D-cell battery size bulge in your pocket there.
I had 2 of them actually.
Ooh, okay.
One, obvious one, WWE for how they treated poor Mickey James. He deserved a lot better. And 2, Ryback.
I know exactly what to speak of.
For those of you who are not informed, because either that you don't have Twitter or you don't give 2 shits about Ryback, he released a poll on Twitter asking where he should make his debut. He had 4 choices: AEW, WWE, Impact, and a 4th choice that said retire. And the result of that poll, an overwhelming landslide for him to retire. And then when it came out, he started begging fans not to vote on retire anymore. And then he asked Twitter to see if they could take down the poll. By then, it was already too late. It had already made the rounds, and Ryback looked like a little crybaby bitch. I'm like, Ryback, if you didn't want people to rip on you, why would you give them the choice to? It's like,
Shin, you do what button I do need to press now, right? Like,
please do.
I am legally obligated to hit this. You.
I mean, it's bad. It's bad enough that Ryback just can't just be saying all the time, like, I'm gonna make a big comeback. I'm gonna make a big comeback, he still hasn't. But then he was stupid enough to believe that there are people out there that would want him to continue wrestling. Ryback, you are you ignorant slut.
And it's all a big shame, really, because back in 2012, he could have been one of WWE's bigger stars. He was on that path.
And then he had to be a dumb fuck.
I believe CM. Now, this just makes me remind me of CM Punk's interview on Art of Wrestling, where he talked about Ryback, and I believe it now. I think he's dumb as fuck.
No, not only is he dumb as fuck, he's full of his own shit. He's got his own head up his own ass
for no reason.
All he has to do is be humble and wrestle, and he's doing neither of them. He's still on his social media being on the big guy Ryback. By the way, that's still copyrighted last time I checked by the Fed.
I'm pretty sure he may have actually legally changed his name to Ryback. That's one of the rumors I heard.
Ladies and gentlemen, MJF is not a mark for himself. Ryback is.
What even makes it even worse, one of the choices was WWE, the very company he's been shitting on for the last 3 or 4 years. Why would you go back to a company that you openly hate? Now, as for my other,
play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Go ahead.
As for my other losers, one kind of wrestling related, another not wrestling related. The one being Kyle O'Reilly's promo on NXT.
Oh my God. Okay. I watched that promo, and then of course the Hill $1 billion man showed up, tried to class up the freaking promo.
Yeah, I really wasn't feeling that. I like Kyle O'Reilly. I think he's hilarious with physical comedy and sort of improv stuff. But that whole promo was not good.
You know what they tried to do? They tried to do an Orange Cassidy on Kyle O'Reilly, and it did not work.
No, not to mention him wanting to go after Karrion Kross, but going 15 minutes with Cameron Grimes. I got nothing against Cameron Grimes, but if it takes you 15 minutes to beat Cameron Grimes, you're not going to last 2 minutes against freaking crunchy colostomy bag Kevin.
There we go. We're back. We're back on the thing. You actually called him Karrion Kross there. Little brain fart there by Shintigercurl.
And my other loser, Soulja Boy.
Oh! I saw this.
The Soulja Boy, in his infinite wisdom, decided to quote unquote build another.
I.e., buy a shitload of crappy Chinese knockoffs, scratch up the old paint, put some new paint, try to sell it for $10,000 again.
And lo and behold, it's still licensed Nintendo and Sega games.
I feel okay. I gotta do it again. You.
It occurs to me, it's been 2 years since his last console flopped, and he still does not know the definition of a licensed game. People keep telling, my friends on Facebook keep telling me that he's some great entrepreneur. I'm not seeing it.
He's here's another mark for himself right there. He still thinks because he is Superman, that whole rap from 15 years ago is still worth money.
I would blame this on the drugs, but there is no drug alive that makes someone that stupid. There are crystal meth addicts across the street from my house going, yeah, that guy's retarded. That guy's really stupid.
Yeah, that shit's dumb.
And I know those are my losers for this week. Go ahead, guys.
T-Dub, we ain't topping that shit. But
good
luck trying.
There's one thing I've learned after knowing Shintigercurl for all these years is that I can never top any of his rants. So I'm just going to say that the losers are just WWE for their poor treatment of Mickie James and probably other Tom, because even though this is the first we heard of Tom being misused in this way via Mickie James, how many other people have been treated this way and decide, you know what, I'm not going to make a big stink of it just in case I can get a job back. Mickie clearly knows that, no, after this, I'm done with this company.
She is at the fuck it point of her career.
Yeah, and she also made some sort of remark like, oh, this is just sort of like a representation of the last 3 years I spent there.
Mm-hmm.
So, now on to you, Mr. Matty J.
WWE for the treatment of Mickie James and others, and we'll leave it at that. And, of course, Mark Carrano for being a dumbass. Oh, I could say evil, but no, dumbass. It's funnier. That's about it. I fucking Soldier Boy, Jesus Christ. I don't have it on the list, but I'll throw him in there because, god damn it, we need to roast this fucker even more. But that's another for another.
You want a scary thought?
Hmm?
With the firing of Mark Carrano, this means Johnny Ace has even more power as the head of town relations. That's right, more people power.
You know what? At least he's not a public figure. He's not a character. I think most of us will just take that. And you know what, T-Dub? When's the last time we gave a fuck about WWE? Was it 3 years ago? 4 now? So,
in the future, I will replace Adam Pearce as the new general manager of Raw and SmackDown.
we're going to move on. Let's do winners.
Well, of course, AEW, or just being AEW, had a lot of great matches, a lot of great setup, a lot of team ties, looking good in defeat, great women's title match, excellent main event. Impact Rebellion is going to be probably the biggest numbers they've probably done in a long time, especially with Mauro Ranallo calling the action.
Oh yeah, he's calling the action in the main events. Mamma mia!
My big winner this week. I showed it to you guys on Facebook, but something that killed me on NXT. All right, a little context.
Yeah, I know. I watch NXT. Karen, Dexter Loomis hypnotizing one of the way, and we went Looney Tunes.
No, I'm giving context for the chat. Okay, so Indy Hartwell has a thing for Dexter Loomis. Dexter Loomis has a thing for Indy Hartwell. Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell were backstage. They were going to go confront the current NXT Tag Champions, Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart. Indy gets distracted because, well, Dexter Loomis. Candice starts talking trash, notices Indy isn't with her, throws some water in Ember Moon's face. They jump her and
run away! Run away!
I know Ember was trying to sound scary and intimidating, but I could not help but laugh. She says, in the most Mortal Kombat-esque way possible, she yells out, "Grab her!" And I was dead after that. Like,
I think half the internet was dead on the spot-on Mortal Kombat plug right there.
Well, it won't surprise me if Ember Moon's a fan, considering her skull gimmick looks to be straight out of Shao Kahn.
I was half expecting Hanzo Hasashi to show up with his spear. I gotta get back to Johnny. You're over here.
JC, why is Ted DiBiase a winner this week? What did he do?
Ted DiBiase, because Cameron Grimes said, I got mail from Ted DiBiase. That's Cameron Grimes.
Oh, nice.
it looks like they're going to be doing a feud between him and Cameron Grimes. Cameron was going to buy something, and he thought he won it, but then the letter revealed that he got bought out, that the item was already purchased by Ted DiBiase.
We're gonna have $1 million man off between Ted DiBiase and Cameron Grimes, and to be fair, I am so glad that NXT is on Tuesdays because that is something I would like to watch, please.
Oh, I have to tune in for that.
Yeah, that's another winner for me. Cameron Grimes is potentially with Ted DiBiase.
His $1 billion man gimmick is winning me over. That's for sure.
Cameron Grimes.
I'm on that cryptocurrency, buddy.
And that's all I got.
All right, for me, my first winner is, of course, People Power.
John Laurinaitis, really?
Because People Power once again reigns supreme in the WWE.
All right, I want your real winners now.
All right, for real here. First up, Jay Hunter and V1 for their excellent banger review of Last of Us Part 2. Love that stuff.
I actually watched that. That was released on Monday. I was back on. I had to go to the dentist to get my teeth cleaned. Took the Monday off because I'm like, last time I did a thing, and there was a big schedule thing, and I actually screwed up my day off, my day at work. Long story short, took the day off, got my teeth cleaned, picked up a couple things, made myself some lunch on the barbecue grill, and watched that deep dive. I will say this: I do have no desire to play the game, but I've seen it. I'm like, all right, maybe not the best sequel ever, but it was fun, and this was a fun review.
So everyone already knows my opinion on that game.
Yep. And next up, AEW for continuing to build their young talents. Also, winner to Miro for hosting a private screening for Mortal Kombat for the AEW locker room.
That's boss right there. That is boss.
That is awesome. Awesome. So many nerds in one place. Awesome.
Mm-hmm. And somehow he just couldn't run into Kip Sabian there. He's looking for him, but he just couldn't find him.
Still waiting.
What's going on, Kip? I give you invite to see Mortal Kombat, but you not show up. And of course,
I got nothing after that. Keep going.
My ultimate winner, Abaddon.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Let me guess. The Oreos.
Oh, yes, the Oreos.
Explain.
So Allie likes to do these YouTube videos where she tests out different flavors of Oreos. She is an Oreo fiend, if you will. And her guest this week was Abaddon. And Abaddon was fully in character the whole time.
Oh, God. I can only imagine now.
Yep. Abaddon never said a word. Never a word.
Abaddon was acting like a cat in that video.
It was great. I loved it. Just, if you haven't seen it yet, type in Allie Abaddon Oreos. You will find it. And it will be the greatest, 10 to 15 minutes you'll spend of your day, probably.
I'm probably doing that as soon as we're done here.
Abaddon is a cat now.
A zombie cat.
A random cat.
All right, well, my winners are simple. AEW for the good show and the over 1 million people again. Though it did go down.
Only about 100,000 viewers.
Only about 100,000, but hopefully it will go back up again. Especially with Blood and Guts popping up. NXT, I watch NXT. There are some problems. But hey, overall, I didn't mind watching it. It was a good show. And the Shades' family, simply because Shades, our buddy, you heard him earlier. Thank you very much for popping up with that MP3. He's doing what I'm trying to do, lose some weight. Good luck to you,
nice.
sir. Well, yeah, put it up on Facebook and on the Discord. He's going for it. He's gonna try. He wants to live a healthier life, and we salute you, obviously. And Mike Shell in the chat, I will not disclose what's going on, but I have been informed of his general situation. Buddy, you know we're here for you. Hop on the Discord tomorrow. We'll give you some distraction for sure.
For sure.
I don't know what's going on with them, and I don't care. It's your business.
Yeah.
And you got my support.
Yeah.
You need to know what's wrong with you. Just know we got your back.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will not divulge if you don't want me to divulge. But I've been told, and he will, so that's good. Hey, that being said, Shen, plug away, good sir.
Good sir.
Time for some more cheap plugs.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I have a joke for you. I got a joke for you before I start. Why does Mick Foley enjoy off-brand soda?
Why?
Because he always goes with the cheap pop.
Good one. Good one.
You can find amazing humor like that on my YouTube channel at Shintigercurl, Maxicorn, where I do, of course, my lore videos. I keep forgetting I have two names. Where I do all my lore videos for Warmer Hordes every Friday night, p.m. I already did one today for Captain Jeremiah Cray. If you like cavalry commanders, you will love Jeremiah Cray. I will also be doing soon. I'll be dropping my first ever top 10 video, my top 10 favorite warcasters in Warmer Hordes. That should be a very good time. Also, if you want to help out the channel, patreon.com/Shintigercurl. Drop something in my PayPal. It's on my YouTube channel, so hit that up. And of course, New World. It's out right now. 14 reviews.
Amazon, Kindle, get it. It's good.
I already have a video review of it from a very nice woman named Javisa. She does a great review. Was hoping someone else would be doing the first video review of my book, but beggars can't be choosers. And I'm done.
T-Dub, I said it during the, I did say it before we go off air, before we went on air, but ladies and gentlemen, it is not often that I say this, and this is not often that it is done on this show or any other media featuring my good buddy over here. Ladies and gentlemen, this man, on his video that he's about to plug, was legitimately mad. This man does not get mad. He got livid. T-Dub, plug away.
Yes, my latest review, WWE 2K Battlegrounds. It is easily one of the worst wrestling games I have ever played that's been released within the past 5 years.
You don't say it that lightly, folks. You ain't kidding.
I would rather play WWE 2K20 because at least that game isn't as much of a grind to unlock everything. If you unlock everything in 2K Battlegrounds, you're going to be spending months and months playing the game. That is, unless you want to pay for some microtransactions.
See, I told you. And if you want to, of course, the video is available on his YouTube channel. If you want the next one just a little quicker, you can support him. Patreon.com/TWKReviews. Shin's book on Amazon, New World. You know where to go for that. Of course, my tip jar, PayPal.me/MattyJ316. That's the show, folks. Actually, you could follow us on Twitter at MattyJ316, at TWKOfficial, at Shintigercurl. I'm more active technically on TikTok at MattyJWC. But beyond that, that's the show. Was there anything else, boys?
Give Shin bags of money.
Buy his damn book. It's a good one.
Please
Buy
do.
his book. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you very much for tuning in and saying hi for a little while. Mike Shell, I sent this man Nikki and Brie Bella, and he wasn't bad at all. He wasn't mad at that. He wasn't.
Actually, I was. I gave a nice, decent rant during that review.
Oh, yeah. That's right. He sent you Nikki and Brie, and I got Eva Marie as a doll.
I still have no idea if that review is still up on my YouTube channel. For all I know, at this point, it could have been copyright claimed and taken down.
I hope you still have the video though.
No idea, because that could. For all I know, that could have been on my old computer. I don't know.
Oh, nuts!
I don't know.
Hey, that being said, that's the show, where, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy. If you are to watch Impact Rebellion, please enjoy it. Of course, we'll be back next week with, I believe we're doing, we're previewing Blood and Guts, I think.
Yup.
We're going to be doing that.
Judas in my mind. I'm becoming. Judas in my mind.
We'll be doing that next week. Until then, on behalf of Shintigercurl.
Yep, that was dim sum.
And my good buddy JWK.
Work your gimmick, or else you'll have to get over here.
My name's Matty. I remind you to help professional wrestling support your independent promotion as soon as possible, or you're pathetic. That's a Mortal Kombat.
And your
right?
soul is mine.
Aha. Hey, either one works, right? Have a good one. Have a safe one. Enjoy your weekend, folks. Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody. Bye, everybody. Let me adjust the thing. Bye.
If hot's a problem, yo, I'll solve it.
Word to your mother.
Word to your mother.
You know his mother?